Alright guys, what you're going to need to do this job is this part number's got your little feeler gauge in here for steel. You're going to need your spark plug wrench. You're going to need, I believe it's an 8mm, and T27, just like the tool that comes with it. You can do it with this tool if you don't have a drill or something, but it just makes it faster. Take everything off. Never tried it on this BR800, so I think it has an easy takeaway port. I'm going to take this port off, I'm going to take the spark plug out, and I'm going to take this assembly off so you can easily turn it. And then with the spark plug out, you can see that you're completely at top dead center. So let's get into it. As you can see, you got your two valves there, and this, and then you look in your spark plug hole. And if you turn it, let's pull this out real quick. So you turn this around, you look down in there and you see the top of the piston. And see when you wiggle in your hands back and forth down here, and if those valves are moving, see how the valves are moving on the top? Those two valves are moving, are not on the right stroke. And be sure to turn it the same direction that you would, like, you know, if you were pulling it, you know? So we're gonna turn it around again. Apologize about my filming, but we're gonna turn around it again. Hear that little thing? See, now when I'm wiggling it, it goes to top dead center. See, now when I'm wiggling it, they don't move at all. So now that we've explained all that, we can see the top of the piston. We're at top dead center. See, they're not wiggling. You can look and see right at the top. And here it has an arrow. I believe that's why they put the arrow on the flywheel. You can line it up right with where the little electrode magnetic, the little comm is. See if I can show you this. You see it? You can kind of, I don't know if you'll be able to see the little comm sticking down underneath the black part of the coil there. But I think that's why they have that arrow there. It actually looks like it just, if you go slightly, it seems like if you go slightly the other way, maybe it's a little better, but I think it's made to put, with that arrow right there on the little comm. Again, remember, it's not moving. The two valves are not moving here. We're gonna line it up and we're going to adjust this. Now, see, these are a little sloppy already. Not too bad, but a little bit. Like this feeler gauge, it shouldn't be quite this loose. They're a little sloppy. Not bad because the blower's still new. Now, after you use this for a long time, they'll get really bad. So we just need like, I mean, just like barely a little bit, because every little bit, it makes a difference. So we're just gonna put like even maybe that much. So you just want this thing so it's snug. Still could go just a hair more. But in reality, this blower really wasn't bad. See, I can feel a slight bit of drag on there. And that's perfect. You feel, just so you can feel a slight bit of drag on the little tool. So this one's gonna need some more tightening down. Generally, they're never tight. They're generally always loose. So, just don't feel any resistance. Oop. Come on now. See, I'm starting to feel a little bit on here. And that's kind of what you need. You don't want it too tight where this thing's binding in there, but just a little bit like that. And that's really what you want. So what I did is just get everything kind of close with the drill, and then I'm just gonna check it with the tool. But I got the clutch all the way down on 2, which I think is the lowest that it has, so it really won't over tighten it. But I will say this. I've adjusted the valves on the BR600, the BR700, the KM130R. And with this quick access port, this is the best experience I've ever had adjusting the valves on the Stihl. This almost like completely changes my mind about how much of a pain it is to adjust these valves. It almost like changes my mind about it because it's really not that difficult with this easy removable cover. So, and I believe they have this on the string trimmers as well. So, man, yeah. So, moment of truth, let's fire it up, see how it sounds. You hear how it has that real deep, like, throaty sound? That's how it should sound. I could already tell, you know, that I've had this for maybe 6 months or so, and I could tell it was getting a little bit more higher pitched. It didn't have that real deep, throaty sound. And if it doesn't have that real deep, throaty sound like this does now, then they're off. And as you can see, it also helps it start up. You see how it just started up right away? Probably would have took me like 2 pulls, you know, like, or yesterday or today, but before I adjusted these valves. So, yeah, so that's a success. It's easy to do it. Just be real careful with your little gasket that's under your valve cover. I don't replace the gasket, I just use the same gasket. Just be careful when you're pulling that little cover off, and try to do like I did, try to blow all the dirt that's around there before you take the cover off, or before you take the spark plug out. Try to, you know, maybe sometimes even, this one's brand new, so there's really no debris really in there, but if it's an old blower and there's some grease and stuff in there, you might take your toothbrush and kind of scrub all the loose dirt around there and maybe blow out the air compressor. But like I said, it's so awesome on this BR800, an amazing experience doing this job. Because on the other ones, you know, you got to take this whole cover off and all that, which not a huge deal, but I'm talking about on the 600 and 700, you got to take this cover off. But I really like this, and that may change my mind on just how, you know, on the downside of this Stihl equipment. I'm serious. So, like, and if the string trimmer, you know, if it has the same easy to adjust port on, let's say, the 111RX or any of the others, I don't know. But I will have the links to the BR700 valve adjustment and the BR600 valve adjustment down below in the description with the links. You can just click them and you can watch that exact blower if that's the one you have. All right, cool. Enough rambling on. Thank you for watching my video.